How do we know the Bible hasn't been changed over time? Maybe you've heard people say, oh, it's been copied so many times, how can we even trust it? It's a good question, but the answer might surprise you. Because when it comes to ancient documents, the more copies we have and the earlier they are, the more confident we can be that the text hasn't changed. And the Bible blows everything else out of the water. For the New Testament alone, we have over 5,800 Greek manuscripts and thousands more in other languages. Some of those copies date back to just decades after the originals were written, and that's incredibly rare in ancient history. Compare that to something like Homer's Iliad, which is widely studied and accepted as accurate, but it only has about 1,800 manuscripts, and most were written centuries later. The Bible's manuscript, well, the evidence is on another level. But what about errors or changes to the manuscripts? Well, here's the thing. Because we have so many manuscripts from different places, different times, scholars can actually compare them side by side. And what they found is that the message has stayed consistent. There are small differences like spelling or word order, but none of them change the core message of the Bible. In fact, the sheer volume of copies, it helps us spot and correct any copying mistakes, and it actually strengthens our confidence in the Bible and in its accuracy. Plus, early Christians were incredibly serious about preserving Scripture, and we're not talking about a few monks in a cave. There were communities all over the ancient world using the same New Testament books. And when the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered in the 1940s, they included Old Testament manuscripts over 1,000 years older than anything we had before. And guess what? They matched. That showed us the Old Testament had been carefully copied for centuries. So, has the Bible been changed over time? The evidence says no. It's one of the most well-preserved and accurately transmitted books in all of history. And you don't have to take it on blind faith. There are solid reasons to trust the Bible we have today is the Bible that was originally written.